Yes, yes, yes. Namaste. Welcome back to the channel. I want you to know something today. You might hear some wind chimes. I'm outside. You were born privileged. And you may not see it as that way. You may even feel like you were born at a disadvantage. And maybe with traditional, with the way the world looks at things, maybe so. But not you. I'm talking about you specifically. See, you have a spirit of creation, a spirit of intellect, of will, of drive, of determination that allows you to go further than other people. That doesn't mean you don't get sad. I get sad. It doesn't mean you don't get mad. I get mad all the time. And these can be character flaws. Getting easily angered. I get easily angered. And I got to come back around. And this is why I have things like the 10 pillars of success, and why I've written books even though I'm not a good writer, and while I'll talk even though I'm not a good talker. It's part of this, like, me taking control of me. Like, if you want to learn something, teach that shit. But it's also realizing my own limitations, but understanding that inside of me, the same spirit that created the universe created you and me. And then we can access that same power. And it's not power in the traditional sense, and often it doesn't work within the same time frame that we might think. See, we live in this world where the earth rotates and it's 24 hours a day, and there's 5 days a week, and there's 2 days on the weekend. I was watching this show about it on History Channel. They were talking to the mountain man, and the interviewer said, "What do you do for a living?" And he said, "I live. What do you do?" In other words, the mountain man said, "I just do what I do. Like, I'm just being me, authentic me every day when I get up. I'm not living a fake life over here. I'm not being this guy at work and this guy at home and this guy when secretly nobody's watching me. And over here I'm doing drugs and I'm not telling these people, right? I'm being the authentic me, and that's what we all want to be. But inside of us is like two people. I know you have this where you go back and forth, and it's almost like you have conversations with yourself. And there's that side of you that's connected. When you hear people talk about the universal collective, or Christians call it this, like spirit world. Everybody's got a different name for it. You know what I'm talking about. That magic place, that place where prayers go. If you're in the esoteric stuff, or new age, or some people call it new thought, is the law of attraction or manifestation. I believe in that. I believe in reincarnation. Now, maybe it's not the way that I believe, but I definitely believe there's something to it, that I can attract things to my life. I can talk as if and go as though. Like, I can walk and I can project and I can push my wants into the universe and I can grab them. And the book, The Science of Getting Rich, says if you hold thought in formless substance, what is formless substance? That's that place where prayers go. That's, Christians have a way of explaining it, and the Egyptians had a way of explaining it, and the Muslims have a way, and the Buddhists, and you probably have your own way. And everybody has a way of explaining the same thing, the original. The origin. But see, the original wants you to be prosperous. Whatever you want to call it. You cut down a forest, that shit comes back. Greener, brighter. You can't even stop weeds. They just keep coming. The universe and life and animals, it just keeps coming. Keeps pushing it. Well, life keeps coming at you too. And here's the thing, it's a lot like poker. Like, you can know how to play poker. I talk about this in stock trading. You could be a great card player. You don't know the next fucking card. You could be a great trader. You don't know what's going to happen on Monday. You don't know what Biden's going to do, or a new virus, or a terrorist attack. You don't know. One thing happens and your whole plan is fucked. Just like that. And so we live in this world of uncertainty. And that's what blueprints do. That's what trading plans do. That's what missions and goals and writing shit down. It's about blueprinting for the chaos that we know we're going to have. Like, you're openly accepting, listen, the world is chaotic and I don't have the answers to everything, but I need some sort of fucking path, some sort of guidebook, some sort of something that I can just keep pushing for. And maybe I take a step back. And see, we live where you can find, you go, well, how much are you up this quarter? How much are you up on your stocks this year? Well, guess what? Bitcoin has averaged 200% a year compounded for 10 years. I've been deep diving studying this. But during that time, it dropped 92%, dropped 84%, dropped 54%, dropped 28%, dropped 10%. You see what I'm saying? And it's gone from fucking zero to 50,000 a coin. Compounding at 200% a year. And the entire time, it's fear, it's volatile, blah, blah, blah. People come up with reasons why they can't keep their coins. Even people that fucking believed in Bitcoin sold their Bitcoins. But the people who held it, the people who believed in themselves and the idea and the technology have prospered. And there's millionaires and billionaires all over the fucking world from buying digital scarcity, nothing. Putting money in a company that didn't produce anything. It's not even a company. It's not an entity. It's outside of borders. Think on that. It's just digital scarcity. And you could say, fuck that. I don't believe in that. Doesn't matter. It still did it. It still compounded at 20% a year right in front of you. Where did Amazon go? Right in front of you. What about Netflix, Facebook, Pinterest? I can go on and fucking on, and all of these things are in your life and all around you. And yet we say we want to get rich. And there's opportunity. Everyone on this planet, I don't give a fuck if you're from the ghetto, the barrio, the trailer park, you have an opportunity to get rich. And the entire fucking game is fractal. You can play with $100, $1,000, $10,000, $1 million, $1 billion. It's the same fucking game, same markets, same application. You choose to play or not play. And so when you get up in the morning, you're going into a world of chaos. And you're not going to know all the answers. You're not going to get everything right. You may not even feel motivated, but you don't have a fucking choice. You need to do it anyway. And you need to approach it. And you need to take those things that you say, well, I don't understand this, I don't know that. And you need to go read them and study them and listen on them and learn. Because no one's going to do that for you but fucking you. And you don't get a cop out because you're a woman. And you don't get a cop out because you're a minority. You have the world in your fucking hands, and it's free now. It's called the internet and Wi-Fi. And you no longer have the excuse that I didn't know. Bullshit. I'm taking that excuse from everybody watching right now. You know. And inside of you, the universe, the creator gave you everything. You've been luckier than any generation ever born. I don't give a fuck what your calamity is. You have it easier than anybody ever before you. Whether you're male, female, white, or black, it is easier today than it's ever been for everyone, for all of us, even inside of the injustice. Even inside of that. And so tomorrow, we got to go into this world of chaos that we don't know what's going to happen. And there's a strategy, see? There's a strategy to accumulating wealth. Being an owner. What is being an owner? Well, it starts with thinking. But what is the number? Number 10 of the 10 pillars of success, take full responsibility. Being an owner means owning, means ownership. Ownership means the very definition. Ownership is fucking responsibility. You have to be responsible. So the first step in the process of gathering riches and becoming rich is you becoming a responsible person, responsible to you, making a commitment, writing that shit down, reading the blueprint, following, and then committing to it. You committing to you. See, the change has to happen with you. It's not pushing your will on other people. You want to sell more of your product? Get fucking sold on your product. The only person you got to sell as a salesman is you, because once you sell yourself and you think what you sell actually helps people and what everyone else sells is bullshit, everyone else sells bullshit but you. When you believe that, guess what happens? Where two or more gathered in my name, there's power. And that's how fucking terrorists take down buildings and change the course of the fucking universe, because a few people got together with a common cause. And so if you're not even on the path, if you're not on the direction, because the universe, the creator, he wants you there. So, but if you're not on there, if you're fucking wishy-washy, you're not even in, you're not voting for you, you don't care about you, you don't have 100% faith, how the fuck is the universe gonna do it? Or the government, or me, or your mom, or your dad, or anybody else? If you're not sold out on you, if you don't love you, if you're not fully committed to you and the business of you, then how the fuck can you ask me to be? Think on that. Shit, you're not voting for you. Why the fuck would I vote for you? Let's talk about that. And your little fucking cause. Or your social problem or fucking injustice. What are you doing for you? And until you got you fixed, I don't give a fuck. Because I got to fix me. In the morning, I got to get up and come into these markets. I got to get up and deal with my real estate. I got to get up and look. I got to get up and check. I got to make sure everything's paid and the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. I got taxes coming up for my corporations and my LLCs, and I can't be fucking late because I am responsible. And so you don't get to pay bills late. Why? Because that affects my credit score. So I have no fucking option. And there's no man in here telling me, Gerald, you need to pay your taxes. I don't go to a fucking accountant. I do them. And so guess what? I got to do them. Guess what? People order. I got to respond. Guess what? I got content to make. I got shit to post. I got houses to fix. And no man's going to tell me to do that stuff but me. I have to take me and push my will into the universe, right? And then I got to handle what it gives me and living inside of this world of uncertainty. And you don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow at work. You don't know how your girlfriend's going to respond. You don't know who's going to get sick and die. You don't know. But it doesn't give you an excuse. Matter of fact, you have to prepare for that now. Are you prepared for the war that's coming? Are you prepared for the disaster and the things that are coming? Because you don't know the next card tomorrow. And neither do I. Opportunity is not monopolized. It's open to anybody. Anybody in America with anybody, any age, any race, any color, any amount of money can get into this game. Anybody can become financially independent and free in this country. Anybody. Any fucking person who puts their desire on it, what you think about comes about, and you hold that shit in formless essence and you don't let it go, and you fight for you, and you will get it with certainty. It says so right in the book. There is a certain way, and those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidental, get rich. That the ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. And those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidental, get rich. Had the fucking book memorized. Why? Because I voted for me. I need a guide. Because tomorrow I don't know what's going to happen. You know? And I'm just one guy, dude. And there's going to be problems and issues that I don't know how to fix. Right? But I got to have courage and faith. Now we got wind blowing up. It's always something pushing, something trying to get your distraction, trying to take away from my message for you. One of the first principles in this idea is that you deserve to get rich. So you have to settle on that you have a right to, that you have the possibility to, that it's even open to you. Because the moment you think, nah, it's closed off to people like me, you just unvoted for yourself. You just said, hey, instead of voting for me, fuck me, I think I'll pick someone else. You can't do that. I don't give a fuck how bad it looks, how low it looks, you fight. You fight till you're out of bullets, and then you hit them with the fucking gun, okay? And then you punch them. Like, you just keep pushing and keep fighting, because you don't know when your break's coming. You might be a 10-year overnight success. You might be right around the corner of some shit you're about to give up on. Or maybe you haven't truly committed to it. Maybe you've been half in, half out. You've been sort of in, sort of out, while you're looking at it, kind of dabbling. Oh, I want to be a Forex trader while you're looking at dividends, and then looking at this and looking at that. Never committing to any, never mastering any, never being all in. And the first sign of fucking that you got something wrong or something moved against you or didn't go very fucking rosy, you're off looking at something else. It's hardships. Steel sharpens steel. It's that grind. That's what they mean when they say grind. Meaning it's not easy. Other people can't do it. But the guy who lives for the grind, the gal who lives for the grind, one who knows it's about them, the one who chooses themselves and pushes into that shit, pushes into that, I don't have to get it right. I just have to get it going. I don't have to get it right. I don't have to know everything. I just got to get it going. So I buy this house and I fix it up and I fuck it up. Fuck it. I call someone. Who cares? The fact that I don't know how to do it ain't going to stop me. The fact that I've never bought one ain't going to stop me. The fact that other people are scared shouldn't stop me. Why? Because I don't operate inside of their little world. I'm not in their little box. I'm trying to think outside the box. And so I want to buy when other people are scared. I want to buy your foreclosure when you blow the fuck out. I want to be an opportunist. I want to be an ambassador for opportunity, a preacher of plenty, right? I want to be open to seeing and receiving because I'm on a path, I'm on a blueprint, and I believe I've been chosen. You say, well, that's kind of religious. I don't give a fuck. You were picked, nominated, voted for. You pick you. But the vote starts with you. And it's not in some arrogant way. It's just knowing that you can do it, that you've decided, you've committed, and this is the process you're going to follow. And inside of that is somehow we got to find gratitude. Inside of this idea that the world is chaotic and I don't know tomorrow, I got to find gratitude. Grateful that I could even choose me, that I had the stamina to choose me, that you had the stamina to choose you. And that without knowing tomorrow, we can go into with some sort of confidence that we wear the crown, right? That how we think, we control that. I can feed what goes in my fucking mind. I can train me to be a soldier. I can train me to be an overcomer. I can train me the things I don't know, the things I'm weak in. I can train on those things. Can I do that? That's what the secret of all of these books and all of these paths and all of these things of wisdom is you controlling you pushing your will on you controlling what you read, see, look, feel, surround yourself with. You choose that, not someone else. And that starts with voting for you. We're going to stop today's message there. I appreciate you listening, man. If you're not following me on all platforms, give it a go. If you don't have my free book, Enough to Die Broke, you know what to do, man.